Hello, my name is Daniel Henry, and right now I'm going to show you how to use views, properties, and quick entry in Grindstone. If you haven't already watched our video on how to track your time in Grindstone, I suggest you look at that first. At this point, you know that work items are the things you track time against, and time slices are created each time you do. You also know that you can see a full listing of them by clicking Work Items or My Time Slices on the left side of the Grindstone window. Those things you clicked on the left side are called views. They have that name because they are the way for you to view what Grindstone keeps in your database, which includes more than just work items and time slices. But we'll get back to that in a moment. The views you see here were created by Grindstone for you when it created your database. But what views you have and what they show is entirely up to you. You can delete them, change them, or add new ones. And you're going to need to do a little bit of that today as you create your first property. Properties are how you tell Grindstone that you would like to store some additional information about each of your work items. For example, say you're a contractor and you want to keep track of which of your work items are for which of your clients. What you want is for there to be a way to enter your list of clients and then assign work items to them. This is something you can easily accomplish with a property. Before we get started with this part, if you're using Grindstone Team and your team leader hasn't given you permission to create properties, you won't be able to complete these next steps. But follow along with me anyway, because you'll learn about how properties, quick entry, and quick views work. To get started, click on the Properties view. Then click the Create New button. The name of this new property will be Client, so type that in. Next, you want to tell Grindstone whether this property will be limited to only certain clients you enter, or just any plain text. Since you want to keep control over what things can be entered into the client property, check this box. Next, click the OK button. Three things just happened. Grindstone created your new client property, it created a new view called Client, and then switched over to that view. This client view is showing you a new type of data. List values. Since you told Grindstone you have a specific list of clients, it created a client list property and this view, which is showing you the list of all your clients. Next, you want to enter your list of clients. You can choose to click the Create New button again, type the client name, and then click OK, once for each client until you're done. Or, you can use the Quick Entry feature to get this done a lot faster. Once you toggle Quick Entry on, just type the clients into this text box. Each time you press enter, a new client will be created. Now that you have your clients entered, you can return to the Work Items view and assign your work items to clients. Hold down the Control key on your keyboard and click so that each work item for your first client is selected. Then, right-click on one of them and select Modify, or just press the Enter key. On the bottom of this window, you will see a section called Property Values, and beneath that, your new client property. Click the drop-down for Client and you will see all the clients you entered a moment ago. Select the appropriate client for these work items and then click OK. If you return to the Client view, you will see that our first client now has some work items associated with it. You will also see the total amount of time you've tracked for all this client's work items. Lastly, you can create new detailed views very easily from here. Just right-click on your first client, select Quick View, and then click Work Items. Now Grindstone has created a Work Items view that will show you only the work items for that client. And if you use Quick Entry from this view to add new work items, Grindstone will know to automatically set their client property appropriately. This video was just a taste of what can be done with views, properties, and Quick Entry. But now, you're ready to start using these features to make your time tracking more meaningful.